Hello students, good morning. Let's start today's class. Dear student, we are in the lesson 5 layers of the earth. In this lesson, we have already discussed about some points, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. And now today we will discuss about biosphere. Biosphere, actually, it consists of all living things on our planet. It consists, which what country consists? Biosphere. Biosphere consists of all living things on our planet. The name of our planet is Earth, and biosphere consists all living things and on our planet, from microorganism from microorganism to the giant whale. Means from a small creature to a very big creature, microorganism to the giant whale, all living things are part of biosphere. Dear student, all living things are the part of biosphere. Keep in mind, this is the sphere. This is the sphere which interacts with all the other spheres and depends on them for survival and depends on them for survival. Dear student, as you know, this sphere is the this is the sphere which interacts with all the other sphere. All the other sphere means, here you can see biosphere is in the center, and other sphere like atmosphere, it is related with air, hydrosphere related with water, and lithosphere, that is land. So this biosphere interact with all the other sphere. All the other sphere means it interacts with air, water and land. Air, water and land, and these all three things are important for our life. Without these sphere, life is not possible. So our biosphere interact with all these sphere and depends on them for survival. Biosphere is depend on these three, land, water and air, for its survival. As I told you, every living being, from a small creature to a large creature, all are depend on biosphere. Scientists believe that between 3 million and 30 million species, how many? 3 million and 30 million of 3 million and 30 million species might exist on this earth, but we have been able to identify only 1.3 million species till date. Yes, student, the number of species are so many, but we are not able to count it, to know about them. We know only 1.3 million species till date. Means species that lies on the earth 3 million to 30 million species are there on the earth, but our counting is only 1.3 million species. So you can imagine what a nature, what a God creation, that we don't know about millions of species which are there on the earth. So it is quite difficult to count all these species. The present atmosphere, the present atmosphere, for example, is a result of the chemical activities carried out by living beings. The present atmosphere. The present atmosphere, for example, is a result of chemical activities carried out by living beings. This activity is carried out by all the living beings. Next is the fossil fuel in the lithosphere is formed by the decomposition of the dead organism. Dear student, here is the word fossil fuel. फॉसिल फ्यूल का मतलब होता है बेटा जीवाश्म ईंधन. जीवाश्म ईंधन मीन्स वो ईंधन या वो फ्यूल जो लिविंग थिंग से बना है. सो fossil fuel are the fuel that are made by burial of living things in the ground, and this fossil fuel takes millions of years in the formation of fossil fuel. Fossil fuel take millions of years in making. So the example of fossil fuels are coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum are the example of fossil fuel. So the fossil fuel in the lithosphere, you just understand, try to understand. Lithosphere means land. Hydrosphere, where I say hydrosphere, that means related with water. When I say atmosphere, related with air, and when I say lithosphere, that means land. So in the lithosphere, or you can say in other word, in the land, is formed by the decomposition of dead organisms. Fossil fuels are made with the decomposition of dead organisms. So the most unique thing about our environment is that is not static. Our environment is not static. Static मतलब बेटा रुका हुआ, स्थिर. Is not static. It is very dynamic. Dynamic means गतिशील, जिसमें कि मूवमेंट पाया जाता है. So keep in mind, the most unique thing about our environment is that it is not static. It is very dynamic. It is very dynamic. It consists of living and non-living elements. Our environment is consist with living and non-living elements. Our environment provides for the basic need like food, air, water, shelter, and suitable temperature to all living beings. However, human activities like cutting of forest and polluting river have increasingly harmed our environment. Yes, student, our environment is harmed by our different types of activities. We are responsible in polluting the environment, so we should be careful about our environment, because we cannot live if the balance of environment is going to be disturbed, then our life will be also. So we are depend on environment, so we should protect our environment, and in protecting the environment we should plant more and more trees, and we should use the things which are made in factories, that is, you can say, plastic things. So we should use that plastic things for a longer time as we can use. So different types of different ways are there to protect our environment. So we should be careful about our environment, because if our environment is healthy and happy, then our life will be also healthy and happy. By this I am concluding here my video. If there is any problem in any topic or any word, you can do the comment in comment box. I will reply it. So enjoy your day and have a nice day. Thank you.